Driving your kids to school, cooking their meals, going to work, these are things parents do every day. But what if you couldn't do these things anymore? What if the possibility of a sudden epileptic seizure kept you from your daily life? This is the story of two mothers facing that very problem and of the community medical center's doctor who is steering them in the right direction.
Okay, let's do your puzzle.
New mom Joanna Henry had epileptic seizures as a child, but was never treated. At the time, no one, including herself, knew she was having them.
As a child, I always felt like just confused. It just kind of progressed. During high school, I kind of just felt the same way, but during my pregnancy, I kind of just fainted a couple of times, and as the baby was born, that's when I started having actual seizures.
That's when Joanna knew she needed to see a neurologist.
During my pregnancy, I would say, I fainted a couple times while I was shopping, and that's when I knew I had a problem. You only know within yourself that you have a problem, and that's when I knew I had to go see somebody other than just my primary doctor, and so I knew that I had to go see a neurologist, and so that's when I went ahead and I took the next step to go see a neurologist.
After a full diagnostic exam, Joanna got the treatment she needed and successfully got control over her epileptic seizures.
Hi, Terry.
Hi, Dr. Singh.
How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
Doing good?
Yeah.
Great. So you come here for an EEG?
Yeah.
Another mom, Terry Ager's road to relief was a long one. This mother of two was unable until recently to control her epileptic seizures, something that cost her dearly when she had her first daughter 2 years ago.
They took her from me, like I told you, and it was the hardest thing because they thought I was an unfit mom just because I had epilepsy.
And how are you doing with the medication now?
Oh, it's doing awesome. I like it.
Fortunately, things have changed. These two moms have found a way to live with epilepsy thanks to Dr. Loveneet Singh, Director of Epilepsy and Neurodiagnostics at Community Regional Medical Center.
Our goal at Community Medical Center here is to not only to control the disease itself, but also to give them a better lifestyle.
Dr. Singh and his staff start by doing a full neurodiagnostic evaluation. That includes learning a patient's medical history and doing a neurological exam.
That it is called an EEG monitoring. It's a functional brainwave study which we do for about 20 to 30 minutes depending on what are we looking for.
Doctors will also order an MRI, or magnetic resonance imaging scan of the brain.
We take a look at the structure of the brain. As I mentioned, if you have a tumor sitting in one part of the brain, your structure of the brain will not be a normal structure and will help us to localize the part of the brain giving seizures.
He gave me the one medicine, and since then I haven't had any seizures, and within 3 months, and so he's great. And the staff is just wonderful too.
Unlike Terry Agers, who was unable to control her seizures after giving birth, Joanna had a much happier outcome.
It's like a 360 change. I can wake up in the morning and I'm not exhausted because when you have a seizure, I mean, you're tired all the time. Now I can, like I said, I can wake up in the morning, you can live your life, you can do everything.
Dr. Singh estimates that about 70 to 80% of the people he sees are able to control their epilepsy and continue on with their normal activities.
It is very, very rewarding to oneself that when a person comes to visit you and says that not only their disease is controlled, but also the quality of life has improved. Their functional status in the society has improved. People tend to go back to their work. It is not considered as a disability anymore.
I can wake up and feel good every day, so it's a wonder.
A wonder indeed, yet it isn't. It's another example of how the best physicians, the latest technology, and willing patients can work together to make life better for Valley residents.